between tonight and September 2015, there'll be 4 lunar eclipses, which is the first time in over 300 years we've had that many in such a short amount of time. During a total lunar eclipse, the moon's entirely immersed in the Earth's shadow and makes this dusky blood red color. I heard one guy say it's kind of like the entire globe is having a sunset all at the same time. That's why, and then it's kind of reflected on the moon. That's why it looks blood.
He better be at least 300 years old, otherwise he's not credible.
How does he know? Anyway, well, they've had them just having 4 in such a short amount of time.
Right, I'm sorry.
Anyway, they're called blood moons because they're red. So here's the deal. The prophet Joel, quoted in Acts chapter 2, says, "The sun shall be turned to darkness, the moon to blood before the day the Lord comes, the great and magnificent day." Revelation 6 talks about this as well. When he opened the 6th seal, look, behold, there was a great earthquake. The sun became black as sackcloth. The full moon became like blood. The stars fell from the sky. The fig trees. All these things happen. Everybody's running for their life. That's the end of the world. Here's the question. Some people think the 4 blood moons are a sign of the end of the world. What do you think? A, there is no doubt in my mind this is a sign from God. We'd better get ready for Christ's return. B, this is an eclipse. There is nothing to see here. C, we don't need a sign. Jesus said he's coming back when we least expect it. Our job is to be ready as if it could be any minute.
John Buva.
C.
John Buva's in with C, with no commentary.
Yeah, no, it's not up for us to interpret signs. It's not for us to find the end of times and then start preparing. We should have been preparing the entire time.
What do you do with the scripture Dan quoted? It's got a little Joel, a little Acts, a little Revelation. You just throw out the Lord's word whenever you wish?
No, I don't throw out the Lord of the Word.
You are incendiary. Why are you trying to explode Buva?
I don't like his flippant C answer with no backing.
No, agreed.
No, that's the signs in Revelation. That's I don't know a lot about it, but it seems to me, in my opinion, that it's highly metaphorical, and it's not for us to look for specific signs, and it's not for us to look for the end of days. It's said that Jesus doesn't, even himself. He calls himself out saying that I don't even know the end of days. Only the Father knows that. I don't know why anyone is even preoccupied with trying to find signs. It's told multiple times, that's not your goal. That's not your job. Your job is to at all times be preparing and at all times be ready for Jesus to come back. It's not about, hey, that happened, now let's start. It's about, we should have been doing this the entire time.
All right, Mike. I mean, as long as I'm watching this blood moon leaning against a live fig tree and the stars are still up, I don't even know why you're having. I mean, just based on the verses that you read, if the stars have not fallen and the sun is still a burning, who cares? You know what I'm saying? It seems like there's 4 qualifications need to happen there. I'm with C. You best be ready. Dane?
I totally agree with C all the way. You know?
All right. Everybody's in with C? I don't think Dan left us much choice there. Yeah, the wording of C makes it difficult to argue with.
Well, it could be B. You know, hey, it's not. It's just an eclipse. Yeah, but C really. That's the thing.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Yeah, that's like all the other answers. The answer C is love Jesus with all your heart because it's the right thing to do. Oh crap!
Or you're a loser.
Oh,
well, Jesus does make it very clear. We're just to be ready, and it could be at any moment. We just don't know when. It's gonna be like a thief in the night. You can wait. If you sit around and wait for all of these signs to happen, then you have time, and you're not. There's no urgency because I'm still waiting for the sun to go black. I'm still waiting for the stars to fall from the sky. I'm still waiting for that 4th blood moon or whatever. And Jesus is like, no, if you're not ready now, it could be now.
Now, don't you think that like your spidey sense should start tingling like third thing in? You know what I'm saying? It's like when I'm going home and it's my birthday, right? And I start to get the sniffings that there might be a surprise party planned. You know, like the place is really clean for some reason, and no one's really answering their phone, or as soon as the phone rings, the wife kind of goes off to the side. The girls are dressed pretty uptown. I start to think, wait a minute. Third one in, I'm like, what's going on here? Now, just one of those on its own, like the house is spick and span, maybe they just cleaned the place that day. I come home, the girls are dressed fancy, maybe they just were playing princess. But like, I don't know that I would take Blood Red Moon and go, the Lord is returning. I would go Blood Red Moon, stars falling, fig tree at my place dies. Wait a minute.
Right. I mean, if
something's funny.
And if you look at the way the scripture reads, if the blood red moon, the presence of, was the trigger, we've obviously had blood red moons before.
Right.
Obviously, it's an ineffective trigger. It doesn't point to 4 within the scripture, and so like you really can't call it with any profundity to say, "Hey, man, 4 blood red moons is definitely in."
No, you could join the ranks of history that were sitting around 300 years ago. The same guy. wasting his time.
They said that and this is off a Revelation interpretation, but they thought there was like 1,000-year wait, right? Jesus leaves, and it's going to be 1,000 years. And so at 999 A.D., the people are like freaking out, right? Because they think the end of the world's coming. It's going to hit the 1,000. And right before the new year, there's like a two-headed goat born, and it threw everything up, everything to a tizzy. They're like, that's the sign. 1,000 years and a two-headed goat. People going crazy nuts.
That's right. Where's
This has
that in
gotta be
Revelation?
it.
It doesn't matter. A two-headed
Yeah.
goat is not right.
Yeah, we really got him this time. Yeah. That's the goat arguing. Never mind. So anyway, I'm a Buba, highly symbolic, and yeah.
Just be ready. Just be ready right
Just
now.
be ready.
It could
Sorry.
be any moment.
Did someone just agree with me?
You said metaphor. I changed it symbolic and then agreed with
It's
you.
easier to agree with you when you give explanation for your
Yeah.
answers.
All right. there you go.
Absolutely.
I agreed with the shadow of you.